that.
Yeah, totally.
All right,
Sorry,
we can get going.
Hey. Welcome to Wake Up Real Estate.
Wait a minute.
Ryan and I were just chatting.
About?
This is how I roll. Ryan and I were just chatting, and then I just hit the live button because I saw the countdown. Like my distracted brain saw that the countdown had hit 0 for us to start. So welcome to Wake Up Real Estate. It's Wednesday, February 22nd. This is episode 13. Lucky episode number 13. I can't believe we're 13 in already. Actually, what Ryan and I were talking about was just us having a better plan and focus. Absolutely. And this has helped with that. Doing this show has helped with that. But he and I need to get a little bit more strategic and focused on that as well. Jesslyn, thank you. Good morning to you. Mark Webster, thank you. Do us a huge favor, whatever platform, whatever social media outlet you're watching this on, please like, comment, subscribe, and share with others in our community, whether in your office or otherwise.
Smash the like button.
Smash the like button. There you go. If you're listening on the podcast, whether it's on Apple Podcast or Spotify, I was actually doing some stuff with that this morning. Please subscribe, rate, and review on there. The listenership on there is actually growing slowly. Smash the like button. Ryan using the Make It Big app, which was referenced yesterday several times. Tanya, welcome and good morning to you as well. I've got some cool stuff to share and dig into today. I know Ryan does as well. I took Ryan's idea yesterday slightly and did my social media post this morning. I've got a great I'm calling it like a universal call script and follow-up sequence that's working really well for myself in my local business and for our mortgage team. And I wanted to share that and show you where you can get that resource and other cool stuff for you as well. If you haven't already done so, create your free account and membership at wakeupre.com. You do need to add the www. So it's www.wakeupre.com. Ryan, I'm not sure what is that in GoDaddy or Namecheap?
No, I use something called Domain Cost Club, which is actually really cool. It gets
we should be able to make it so that it'll work without the www. I know a couple of people had problems, and I didn't realize that was the problem.
I can certainly fix that. It was just something I was not aware of.
Yeah. So anyway, Lance, buenos dias to you too. I don't know what the rest of that means, but buenos dias. Good morning. Winifred, good morning. Great arising. And happy that you're here. Ryan, start with mortgage rates.
Oh, yes. I got to share my screen.
I'm going to bring up a resource in the community that so I can point everybody to once we get to that point in the show. Jennifer, good morning. Great chatting with you yesterday. Appreciate the time and good connecting.
Josh, they were going up just as I am trying to buy a property. I'm loving this.
Yeah, great. Even we were talking about how FHA was holding strong. That was up from 6.12 now to 6.25. 30-year fixed up a little bit. The jumbo up a little bit. So here's what this highlights or illustrates. The opportunity to change the conversation with buyers about, negotiating with the seller to buy down, or maybe thinking about an ARM, depending on what their goal is with the property, what their long-term plan is with the property, any of that, just having a different conversation. Every obstacle is an opportunity if you look hard enough and you get creative enough.
Yep. Yeah. So the 10. Go ahead.
This always throws me off here. You're way more advanced with this stuff.
I'm looking at the 10-year yield because that's what I think that's what mortgage rates, one of those, are based on. So if you watch that, you can kind of see it for anybody interested in the nitty gritty. And so this is an hourly chart of the 10-year yield. It like spiked up and then now it's coming back down a little bit. I also do like just looking at what some of the real estate stocks are doing from day to day, and I figure some people watching might be interested. So I'm just scrolling through. EXP is tanking, Josh. Sorry, there goes your retirement.
No, listen, that's a good thing. That means when I buy the stock with my commissions, because that's part of our deal, I get more shares. So
that's a really good point. I mean, you're automatically dollar cost averaging in to a company, to a really great company that's going to be around a long time, no matter what the market does in the short term. Yeah.
Debt free, lots of other assets, and a very wise CEO and founder. So look at this. So leading right into our social post of the day. Actually, while that's up.
Look, yours is right below. Isn't that convenient?
Oh, that's very nice. Very nice. So I won't even have to do the screen mirroring. Let us know in the comments, okay? Because we're trying to spike the algorithm, get some activity going here, and some conversations going. Let us know in the comments. Do you own any real estate related stocks? Just a yes or no. Do you own any real estate related stocks? EXP, anything, Zillow or
Airbnb.
Whatever. Anything that could be loosely tied to real estate. Do you own any real estate related stocks? I'm just curious, since it was,
great question.
Kind of like an ongoing conversation. Let us know, just yes or no in the comments. Do you own any real estate related stock?
Yeah, and a point around that is we're all kind of insiders, so to speak, in the industry. Yeah. So you kind of know what's going on boots on the ground, and you could, if you are a stock investor, you can start to think about where those stocks will go in the bigger picture, because the institutions and stuff, they won't know till after.
Right. Totally. All right, let's check out the social media posts of the day.
This meme I've used 100 times. You've seen this 1,000 times. It's just a go-to. If you go to the meme generator tools, it's there. And I just woke up thinking about this. So,
you know what? I had an idea for tomorrow, and I know you've covered this a little bit, but maybe tomorrow instead, let's play around with that, because I don't really use those, and I should. So selfishly, I would love for you to maybe do a little, we can take tomorrow and play around with that a little bit.
Yeah, meme day. We can do that. Yeah, there are lots of tools out there. We'll talk about it more in depth tomorrow, but anybody in any market can do this, right? Just pick where people are moving from, and then share it. And I'm sure I'll get some likes and comments. I didn't even put any text, Josh. I just put the picture.
Yeah. And sometimes that's good enough, right? It's just, it's getting people to stop and a good reminder that, oh yeah, hey, that guy, that guy's in St. Pete and he's in real estate in some form or fashion. Yeah. So I love that.
Before you share yours, I also want to mention, since I've been posting more often, I wasn't posting anything. I'm getting more and more engagement. And so the algorithm does like this frequency, guys. So you got to keep it consistent.
Well, that's a great point. So that's a great point. By the way, keep the comments coming below. We appreciate that. Do you own any real estate related stocks? It's such a great point that I think it's important, if you're doing this social media post of the day, if you really want to add gasoline to the fire, two things you should do with it. Number one, posting, whether it's related or non-related real estate topics, whether it's memes or questions,
data
that gets feedback going, right? So I mentioned this probably the first week of these shows that I had at the start of the year. Like, my focus for the year was relationships, and part of that was furthering relationships utilizing social media. So asking questions like, a simple one that I asked in January sometime was like, do you prefer the beach or ski resort for vacation, right? Which gets a lot of activity and comments, which allows you to learn more about, your social friends. But it also means when I post other content, because the engagement on that piece was spiked, Facebook will show that to more people. So that would be number one, is posting engaging, thought-provoking, things that cause people to like and encourage people to comment, and then doing the same on other people's. If you do those two things, it doesn't have to take this isn't about wasting your day away on social media. You can do all of this in 5 to 10 minutes a day. But you do those two things, and it will drastically increase the engagement on your post by doing so.
Completely forget to do that. And one of the reasons is I have like a subconscious, it's that very thing. Like when I start engaging, then people start coming out of the woodwork and messaging me and stuff like that. So there's a plus and minus, but if you want to attract people to do business with, then you want to comment more.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You got to engage.
Totally. Hey, Ryan, since you have it up on the screen, why don't you show mine? So my post today was inspired by Ryan's idea yesterday. It's not perfectly apples to apples, but this is just a quick and dirty way you can take a similar idea and run with it. This is just a screenshot from my MLS, from Bright MLS, of the market watch over the last 7 days. And all I said was, here's a quick snapshot of what's going on in the hashtag Central PA market over the last 7 days. And then I did include a call to action. If you'd like a market update for your specific zip code, school district, or neighborhood, let me know. Or you can get a free updated home value and a link to that. And then I just put a whole bunch of hashtags. Now, I did all of that from my phone where I have the hashtags saved for easy, I can just literally click a button and it inserts all of them in there. And I posted that on my business page, but I also thought, well, I'll post this one. I haven't been posting all of my social media posts on my personal profile because I do post a lot of other stuff there. But I figured, yeah, this is a good one that I could post on my personal profile as well. Why not? And Ryan's going to help me out by leaving a comment below, which is great, right? I have no idea what he's typing, but it will probably make me smile, either for one reason or another, let's say.
Right, some engagement.
Yeah, perfect. Appreciate it. And by the way, help each other out. In the Wake Up Real Estate community here, if you see other people doing social media posts of the day, give it a like. Or if it strikes you to comment.
That's a good point. If you guys want to, in the Wake Up Real Estate members area, when we post a social post, you can put a link to yours if you want. And, and everybody can go kind of like extravaganza each other.
Yeah, I love it. All right. A couple of things that I wanted to highlight, and then the universal callback script and follow-up sequence that I promised at the beginning. But let's start with motivation for today. At least we're not starting with that, but as I share my screen here, let's see, we're going to mirror. I'm liking getting fancy here and doing the mirroring when it works anyway. So posted this morning. This is part of my posting protocol. Is most mornings I post something along these lines, along with sending it to my kiddos, my boys. I text it, and my girls I send it through Facebook Kids Messenger. A river cuts through rock not because of its power, but because of its persistence. Right? Yeah. Good reminder of consistent daily action. And the hashtag I included with this was the hashtag Chop Wood, Carry Water, which is a phenomenal book. If you are not familiar with that, my oldest son, is not a reader, and he loved that book. In fact, there's a series of books. Chop Wood, Carry Water, Pound the Stone. I can't remember what the third one is. But they're all great. And particularly if you've got an athlete, they're great for athletes. I think they're valuable for anyone, but they're great for athletes. Ryan, can you see my screen right now?
No, it went all black. So I
don't know what happened here. Hold on. Let me see here. All right. Well, I'm going to stop the mirroring because that seems to be acting a little funky. I'm going to highlight a mortgage program. This is actually, I did a little short video talking about this program, and I posted it yesterday, practicing what I preach. I was waiting to pick up my son after school, and I just opened up my phone. I recorded a little video about this program. I posted it on my mortgage business page, and I shared it with a couple of groups. It's a DSCR program with no income or employment verification. So debt service coverage ratio where there's no income or employment. Now you have to have good credit, right? So you got to have, with a lot of these programs or any mortgage financing in general, if you think about if someone has 2 out of these 3 things, there likely are options for them. So good credit. And in a lot of cases, good credit just means like 600 plus, 620 plus. We're not talking about in the 700s, although some programs they may need. Good credit, verifiable, consistent income, or money, some cash reserves. If someone has 2 out of those 3, there are likely programs available to them depending on what they're looking to do. So it's just a good rule of thumb, when you're thinking about, mortgage and helping folks from a financing perspective. Ryan, it looked like maybe you had something to say there, but maybe I misread the room.
No, only that I'm personally pursuing that program.
Oh, right now. Yeah, exactly. Ryan's not only a customer, but he's a client or whatever. I'm not only the owner, but I'm whatever that silly.
It's very interesting, and it's very convenient, especially if you have some investment properties already, or you're doing something as an investor, where you can qualify based on what the property is doing alone.
Yep.
And your credit score. That's basically the only 2 things they're looking at. I think, the rental that the property can get and your credit score. So,
all right, now to what was promised in the title for today's show, a killer universal callback script and follow-up sequence. And you can find this. This document has all of the scripts and everything. It is posted into the Wake Up Real Estate community. Create your free account. Go check it out. wakeupre.com. wakeupre.com. I will open it up and kind of walk you through it. But if you want your own copy of it, it's right in there for you. It's a Google Doc. If you want to, tweak it or put it in your own words or vernacular, just make sure that you go to File and Make a Copy. Go to File and Make a Copy, and you can make your own copy. I'm gonna stop the screen share because I want to talk through the process here, and I'll even act this out. Okay, so the idea of this script is that this is not a cold calling script. Ryan and I are very much opposed to the traditional idea of cold calling. The idea or where you would, or where I am using this scripting process is with engaging leads, leads that have, for example, in KV Core, you can see that they're looking at properties. You can see that they're favoriting properties, or they're leads that have been in there for a while and they just came back and started searching again for the first time in 14 days or 60 days or whatever. Okay. So these are people that are indicating through their behavior maybe a little bit more interested than just the general public. Okay. And so with those folks, we are reaching out with a service-based approach. And it is as simple as this. Ring, ring. Hey, Ryan, it's Josh. How are you?
Hi.
Just that kind of energy. Okay. Hey, Ryan, it's Josh. How are you today? Right?
Great. How are you?
Full of energy. Great. Thanks for asking. Hey, I was just following up with you for 2 reasons. I wanted to make sure that we're not dropping the ball on anything for you. And I was just curious to see how your home search is going. Right? Just a simple service-based approach. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I think we're lagging here a little bit. So anyway, so it's a very simple service-based approach. And then the one other question, actually, there you'll see a couple of different examples in there. But you can ask something like, are you still thinking about buying a new home anytime soon? Okay. Very simple. We're not going for, are you ready to get pre-approved? Whatever. It's just a simple open-ended question. Another question, and we're using this more on newer leads, is, just curious, are you looking to buy a property for yourself, or are you looking for an investment property of some kind? Okay. And that just gets the person talking. And then if we get them engaging, if they're answering, if we've been able to live connect with them, which is not all that common, quite honestly. I mean, we're going to get a lot of voicemails, which I'll get to what the voicemail is in a minute. And all of this is documented and outlined in that document. Just go to wakeupre.com. We just ask more probing questions. Just ask good questions, right? If they're looking for something for themselves, is there a particular school district or neighborhood that you'd like to be in? Are you looking for a single family or a townhome? How many bedrooms and baths are you thinking? What price range are you thinking, right? And depending on how the conversation is going, you could ask, are you currently working with a lender, or do you have a pre-approval from a lender? Or is that something that you would like some help with?
A lot of times after the first question or two, it's going to go in another direction. And you should let people kind of take the conversation where they want to go and try to pull it back into where you're trying to get them to with the home. So it might just turn into where they work or something, or how long they've lived there. And
And so be a good listener and be curious. Be genuinely curious, because if you get them talking and they share their story with you, as long as you don't screw it up, they're very likely to do business with you, because they don't want to tell their story over and over, right? Like if you get them going and telling, and they're sharing their wants and needs and desires, they don't want to go telling that over and over and over, right? They just
committed. They're invested.
Yeah, exactly. So what if they don't answer, which quite honestly is a high percentage of them, okay? Now I'm finding that we more likely are, I'm getting answered, the phone to actually be answered more frequently later in the day and later in the week for whatever reason, okay? If you get voicemail though, here it's very simple. And again, it's in that document. All of this is in there, but I just wanted to talk it through a little bit because I think it's helpful, and it's helpful for me. Hey Ryan, it's Josh. Hope you're having a great day. Or if it's Monday, hey Ryan, it's Josh. Hope you had a great weekend. I was just reaching out to check in and see how your home search is going, and to make sure that we're not dropping the ball on anything for you. Also, just curious, are you still thinking about buying a new home anytime soon? If you could please let me know either way. You can call, text, or email, whichever is most convenient. I hope we can chat sometime soon, and have a great week. Okay. So very simple, but there's some important things in there, right? It's a service-based approach, and there's a very direct expectation of response. Okay. So that is followed up with an email, and depending on the situation and scenario, a text message, right? You got to be careful with texting. The carriers are changing and adapting, but if this is someone that there's been prior engagement with, or it's a newer lead, you're probably okay there. But the email and the text message follow-up are referencing the fact that I just left you a voicemail. So for example, the email subject line is, Ryan, in parentheses, I just left you a voicemail. I just left you a VM for voicemail. And then the email is a very simple, plain email. Hey Ryan, it's Josh. I just left you a voicemail. Was curious, are you still thinking about buying a new home anytime soon? ? Let me know either way. Thanks, Josh. Okay. This process is working incredibly well right now. And if you commit to doing 5 to 10 of these a day, I am confident that you will, in no time flat, have a pipeline full of opportunities for yourself. And this exact process is how our mortgage team is reaching out to leads, where we're co-marketing with agents in different markets to bring them back warm referrals. Which if you'd like to chat about that and what that looks like and how that works, you can just schedule a time at josh15.com, josh15.com. So cool. That's it. I mean, it's that simple, but you've got to put in the work for it to work, right? You've got to actually, but you're going to get, depending on the time of day and when you call, you're going to get a majority of voicemails, and that's okay. You could do 10 of these in 15 to 30 minutes a day. And even if you're getting the voicemail, what happens is they hear your voice. Okay. Now, some of you may be thinking, well, couldn't I just do a ringless voicemail blast out to folks? And theoretically, you could do it that way. Okay. But I think the part of the magic in this is that you're calling people that are engaging with you in some form or fashion, and you're making it personal to them. Okay. Now, one other alternative to this, if you just do not want to make the outbound calls, then send them a personal video message, exactly the same. Okay. Yeah. And text it and email it to them and make it personal to them, and use the Make It Big app and put, the person's name on your Make It Big, and make it very personalized to you. And if you do that compounding over time, you're gonna definitely see drastically improved results. So that's what I had for today. Ryan, any final things before we wrap up and come in for a landing?
I got 100 things, but they're mostly geeky and nitty-gritty pay-per-click forms and gobbledygook. I think, Josh, what we're going to try to do, I'm going to try to commit to, is at least 2 or 3 times a week having those bonus sessions in Wake Up Real Estate, just to drill down on this stuff. It's hard to do in this format. But
the idea here is more inspiration, motivation, and quick actionable items. But we'll be doing more sessions where we're doing deep dive, more technical kind of stuff. And those will generally happen in the afternoons, and we'll use the community to communicate that.
Yeah. And if there's anything you guys want to deep dive on, just comment here and say, hey, I really want to deep dive on Facebook ads or something like that.
Totally.
Or,
Totally.
So
perfect. So please like, comment, subscribe, and share on your favorite social media platform. Share with others in the industry, share with others in your office, etc. If you're listening on your favorite podcast medium, please subscribe, rate, and review. Smash that like button as Ryan has on there for sure. And check out the YouTube channel and subscribe there. We've got that scrolling at the bottom. Create your free account at wakeupre.com. Tomorrow is Tech Tip Thursday, and we'll do some.
Let's do the memes. Yeah, let's focus in on the meme generation. We'll make some memes live.
Yeah, perfect. So we'll want some feedback and some ideas there. I'm sure Lance will have some fun stuff for us to play with on that front. And Winifred said investor follow-up. That is super simple, but let's chat about that maybe tomorrow. And
find a deal that you would buy and send it to everybody, and email it, text it, whatever.
Smoking hot deal of the week. Hot deal of the week, and why it's a smoking hot deal. That and unique financing options for them to buy more properties. You do those 2 things, and that's the perfect ongoing investor follow-up for sure. And talking about how you can find them off market, off MLS deals. There you go. Quick and simple. All right. Back tomorrow. Let us know if there's anything we can do for you in the meantime. And we'll chat and see you all again mañana.
See you guys.